Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to Crafters TV. We are here for a fantastic craft along with the Wildwood Whimsy collection. My name is Brent Watson. If you are just joining us for our 4 o'clock show here in the UK, then hello to you. How are you? Let us know in the comments. We've got the lovely Jan with us on socials. Or if you are joining us for your 3rd show of the day, then welcome back. I hope you all enjoyed your cup of tea. Me and the lovely lady over this side of the studio enjoyed our wee that we had. Just to say, it wasn't together, because I never made that specific in the last show. We were in separate toilets. But everyone, please say a big, massive hello to Debbie Fisher.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming back to us, because we have got a really exciting craft along. I love this project. It looks a little bit complicated because of the style of the card, but actually it's super easy to do. It folds flat and will fit in an 8x8 envelope as well. So even though we've made a bigger card, it is an 8x8 card, so it's going to be a beautiful one to make. And the great thing about this and the whimsical collection is that you can use it for so many different occasions. It's going to be amazing for your anniversaries, for your weddings, for birthdays, anything that you've got coming up. And you can make it as masculine or as feminine as you like, which I really love about that. But just to get you started, we have got a shopping list that you need to just get everything together. And don't worry, because you can always save the show and go back another time to look and see what we have. Right, what you are going to need from the Wildwood Whimsy is your elegant swan die, your sentiments, your I can never say it. When I read it, I know what it is, ephemera, but when I read it, it doesn't sound right. Ephemera pack. Yeah, and I know what ephemera is, but when you read it, it's You need your 12 by 12 paper pad, your 12 by 16, your pearl white cardstock, which we've been showing you this morning, your 8 by 8 playful vellums pad, some white cardstock, black, orange cardstock. Then you need your circle stitched edge scallop nesting dies, and then just a few little bits that you're going to need, like your quick drying ink pad, your black scoreboard, your scoreboard, your Gemini, your stamping platform, a tape pen, and your adhesives as well. So grab all those bits together. Once you've got them, we will get crafting.
Yes, indeed we will. So while you are grabbing all of your crafty stash for the Wildwood Whimsy craft along that we're about to do, I'm going to quickly run through the collection that we've got. Few hellos for you first. So we've got Asa with us. Hello again. Lois is back. Good afternoon, everyone from Ohio. Pauline is in. Good afternoon, everyone from Cheshire. Alison Mason is back. Good afternoon, Brent, Debbie, Jan, and the CCTV team and everyone. And Jane Adams is awake. Good morning, everyone from fabulous sunny Las Vegas. Now, if you do have any questions or anything for Debbie as we go on with this craft along, please do send them in and I will shoot them across the studio to her. Now, on to the Wildwood Whimsy collection. So, US stock has sold out. So this one is for the UK only. Platinum price there of £72. So starting off, we have got our foliage wreath die set for you. Of course, in this collection, you are also going to be getting your sentiments there. So we've got hello lovely, just for you, you make me smile. I can't read upside. Blooming lovely, sending hugs just because. We've also got a 3D embossing folder. This one is your wood grain there. A lovely little 3D embossing folder. Now next up, the washi tapes. These are really exciting. So these are our floral washi tapes, and these are your large petals and your large leaves. But you also have your small petals and your small leaves there as well. You have also got your forest animal stamps there. So we've got some little deers, a butterfly, and a little mouse on there for you. And of course, the best die in the collection is this fantastic elegant swan, which Debbie is going to be using on her craft along project. Now we've also got, I cannot pronounce it, but yeah, ephemera. Your ephemera packs in there as well. So that is this first board, and then you've got your second board there. So you've got absolutely loads of different pre-cut sentiments and things. You've got your little tags in there as well, and then all of your animal friends, your flying friends and your foliage that you're going to need. And of course, we have got our fantastic 12 by 12 paper pad. So you're getting 36 different pieces in this paper pad. Do you want me to go overhead or shall I do from here? Go overhead, let's go overhead. Oh yes, we'll move this. All the hard work and secrets, yes indeed. So here we go, Wildwood Whimsy. Double-sided sheets for you, 12 designs, and you are getting 3 of each. Starting off there, you've got, you can cut them out to be 6x6 card fronts, and then we've got the other side there, your B-track with your foliage on. Onto some lovely tileage. Imagine that in your kitchen or your bathroom floor, and that'd be lovely. We've got some wood on there as well. And then we've got some more florals for you with a more muted downside with some little flowers on there as well. This one, perfect. If you want to cut out again, you can do your 6x6s and have your sentiments down here in the little right-hand side corner or the left-hand side corner. Or even fussy cut your animals out of here.
Oh, yes.
Yes, yes indeed. Again, some more wood on the B side for you. Lots and lots of stunning blue and yellow florals. We've got our butterflies in there as well. Again, more wood in a different colour. More butterflies there for you. Oh, this is nice. I haven't seen that one yet.
It's lovely, isn't it? Such
Like
a nice paper pad.
Yeah. Like, what do you call it? Bark. Yeah. I couldn't think of the word there. And
Not the
again,
wolf kind.
Not the wolf kind, no. Not the wolf kind. Look at that. Stunning.
It is, it's
Absolutely
beautiful.
stunning.
It has notes of the Mediterranean dreams that we did,
Yes,
doesn't it?
it does. That was a lovely collection, that
It
one.
was.
And then on the back as well, again, more that you can be fussy cutting out and sticking and using
You don't want
as
a fussy
different
cut, you can use your nesting dies.
Of course! Which we have relaunched today,
Yes.
everybody. If you want to go back and watch the 2 p.m. show, relaunch of the nesting dies. Clever thinking there, Debbie Fisher. Very clever thinking. Johnny, did you say we had some individuals in the UK? In the US, sorry. So yes, if you are across the pond over in the US, do head to the website, shop the day, and if you see anything you fancy, grab it whilst you can. All right, let's open up my book of secrets again. Let's see who we've got joining us before we get crafting along with Debbie. We have got Lois is saying, isn't that card gorgeous? Yes, it is gorgeous. And gorgeous Debbie is going to be crafting it for you. Tracy has said that Swan card is absolutely stunning. You're getting a lot of love for this already. And hello everyone, my collection arrived just in time yesterday. It is beautiful from Wendy. So Wendy, if your collection's here, you better be crafting along with us. All right, let's see the magic happen.
Yeah, definitely. Right, the first thing I'm going to do is take a scoreboard. So whatever scoreboard you've got, I've got our Master Creator, and I'm going to use that amazing cardstock. It's such, honestly, I can't tell you how nice this cardstock is. It's a really good weight, so it's great for all your card bases. But the fact that it's 16 inches by 12 inches makes it really handy to craft with. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to butt this up against my line here. I've already flipped it over for the scoring, and we're going to score in at 4 inches. So we're just going to come down at 4 inches. Then I'm going to rotate it, and on the opposite side, we are going to score it again at 4 inches. So what that's doing is making me a middle section of 8 inches. So that's our card blank for our 8 inches. Now, once we've done that, then we're going to trim this. So I'm going to just fold those sides in. So we're just going to make sure that each edge comes to the edge, so that way you know that you've got a straight line. And the straight line would just be if you've butted that up against itself. But what that's creating us is sort of like a gatefolded card. Now, before we put any other lines in, what I want to do is I want to trim this down. So we're going to use our trimmer, and we're going to flip this back over, so that will now go to our trim. And we're going to place this at 4 inches. So, sorry, 2 inches. So 2 inches, so we're going to pop that there, making sure we've got that straight line. Now hold that steady, and we're just going to go through, because what I'm asking this to do, Brent, is quite a lot. I'm asking this to go through 600 GSM.
My.
So, which is amazing. So make sure that you hold that really firmly down while you're cutting that. That will give you, and you'll be able to see on your scoreboard 2 to 4 inches, and that will go down to the line. So it's cut that exactly. So I'm going to pop that one to the side, and then we've got to do that again. So because we're taking now 4 inches off, that's left us with 8 inches. So we've got an 8 by 8 card blank.
Nice.
So 2 inches, I'm making sure, I'm just going to bring this down so you can see it here. I'm making sure that this is butted up here and at the top, and that way I know I've got a straight line. I always make sure I put this back up in place, then hold that firmly down, and then just make sure that you've got a good grip of that coming down. If you want to use your guillotine, absolutely do that, but that will be perfect to do. So we've got our 2 inch strip and our 2 inch strip, and then we've got our main 8 by 8. So we've made our 8 by 8 card, and then we've got these 2 strips. I'm going to pop these to the side for a second.
Okay.
Then what we're going to do is bring these back in. We're going to take our scoring tool again, so flip that over. And then we're going to open these back up, and this time we are going to score at 2 inches. So let's bring the scoring tool in and score at 2 inches. And on the opposite side, we're going to do the same again. Now, you're probably thinking, why didn't we do this to start with? Because we could have just gone 2 and 4 inches. But I didn't want those same measurements on these strips. So that's why I've done that first. So don't think that you to go ahead, or if you're making this again, that you could do that, because it wouldn't give you the right measurements. And then again, I'm making sure that we've got that side, and then folding again over onto that one. And you've just got the perfect card there. So that is our main card base, okay? Now these strips here, what we want these to do is to go inside and on the outside. So that will go on there, and we need this to fold. So we want to trim the excess of one piece off. So we're going to take this one, and we're just going to trim this one. Let's turn that over. And we're going to trim that off completely. So take that one away, like so. And then what we want, I'm just making sure I've got my right measurements, so we want to do this at 6 inches, because what I want, and in fact what I am going to do is I'm going to place my score line onto the 8. So I've slightly brought that in, because if I butt that up against there, it goes between the 7 and 7/8 of an inch and the 8. So I'm going to just bring that in line with the 8 inches, and then we're going to come down to 6 inches, and we're going to score there. Okay, and now we're going to do the same with this one, but what I will show you, let's fold this one over, so you'll end up with your score like so. So this piece is going to go on one side, so let me just show you. This will go at the base inside, and this will stay onto this side.
Yeah.
So that way, you're then folding it. If you fold it down, you'll find that you've got that perfect fit. What I can see on this one, I've got a slight overhang here, so this can be trimmed a little bit more. And this is all this is to do with, Brent, is your score lines.
Yes.
Because the score lines can sometimes just make something that little bit out. Oh, that's just bent over there. So I'm just going to trim that. There we go. Yeah, really fine line that you get sort of on that one, which is amazing. So again, we're going to now place that. Now, can you see, I've now not got an overhang, and this, look, reaches perfect on there. And we're going to do the same on the opposite side. So start off with taking one edge away.
Yeah.
So we're going to just take that completely away. And then we're going to bring that line up to the 8-inch mark again. So it's the score line at the top there, onto the 8-inch, and then score at 6 inches. So you've actually got a 2 and an 8-inch mark. And then we're going to do exactly the same, just making sure that is straight. And that one as well. And then when we bring our card in, This time it goes the opposite way. So this bit now goes in under that side, where that one is this side.
Yeah.
Then you're going to fold that and we're having the same thing again. So you can see that gap. So all we're going to do is take that in, just cut that little increment off.
Tiny little trim.
And then that way that will slot into there perfectly, and that fits absolutely perfect. And in fact, if I put a darker piece of card right underneath, you can see fits absolutely perfect on there.
Nice.
So that's what you will end up with. So that is your card made, and that folds flat to your 8x8 card.
Lovely.
Right, so we've done our card. Let's do our mats and layers for that.
Just before you move on to your mats
Yes,
and layers,
absolutely.
Debbie, if anyone has just joined us, we've just had a question in from Lois. She's just asking, is that card that you were using there A3?
A3, so I think an A3, no, it's not an A3, because I've got another sheet here and I will show you a different way of why it's not an A3. Let me just bring in an A4 piece of cardstock. So if you've got an A3 piece of card, it will be double the size of this. So
Yeah.
can you see, we've now got this bit extra, because an A3 piece of card would measure 11 and 3/4.
Yeah.
This is 12 inches.
Yes.
And then if I just pop that there like so, I know this is 12 inches. If I pop that to there, that actually measures more. So if I turn that over, the overhang is more.
Yes.
So an A3 is longer, but this one is wider. So it's a little bit different. So so you could make this the same way. The only difference is, Brent, is that you will have a 7 by 3/4 inch.
Right, okay.
Instead of an 8
The
inch. So it would
one.
be 8. So you could make it 7 3/4 inch square.
Yeah.
So you could do it that way. You just do your measurements slightly different. So that's the only difference. It's not as long. So I would say, yeah, you could still make it. You would just have to adjust your measurements on an A3 piece of card.
Fabulous.
Right, so let's pop those bits to the side and bring in our mats and layers. So these are the ones I'm using, and the reason I want to use these, because you've got these different sides on them, and obviously this is so pretty.
It is.
And actually, how nice would this be for your scrapbook pages as well?
Yes.
Like forest walks, you get the kids kicking the leaves up, and it would just be a lovely scrapbook page. But unfortunately, we want to use this side, and the reason I want to use this side is because I wanted it so it looked like the swan was swimming. That's a mouthful, isn't it?
The swan was swimming.
The swan was swimming. Don't say that too many times. The swan was swimming. The swan was swimming. The song was swimming, I would say. So I wanted it to look like it was sort of along the riverbank, which is why I've used the back of that cardstock. So what do we need from this one? Let me grab my scoreboard again. And then we are going to do 4 pieces. So we want 4 strips that are going to measure. So we're going to do our main piece, which is this one. We're going to do this at 7 3/4. So I'm going to trim this to 7 3/4 to start with. So 7 3/4. And then make sure that's all butted up. Trim that one down. And then we're going to do 4 of these strips at 1 3/4. So 1 3/4.
Oh, it comes in handy, this new math to create a scoreboard, doesn't it?
I love it so much.
I mean, that's the first time I've just used it in the break there to trim my pictures down for the scrapbook and show later. And
I really love it, honestly, Brent. It's so handy. And I love that I can then just make envelopes with it. It's just brilliant.
Yes, literally you can do your cards and then got your envelope.
I hope we get them back in for all the people that didn't get them.
I know.
Because it has sold out pretty much everywhere, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah. Right, so we've got 4 pieces of those ones. Then what I want is a 1 3/4, but we're going to do that by 5 3/4. So 1 3/4 again, but this time we're going to trim that to 5 3/4. So 5 3/4, like so. We need 2 of those, so let's grab another one. 1 3/4. And again, we will trim that to 5 3/4. The only thing about it is it slips off of your glass mat because it's bigger than your glass mat.
Oh, yes.
But if that's the only thing to complain about, it's not really a lot to complain about, is it?
Well, if you've got a big enough craft desk, you can have them side by side and a little wheelie chair.
Yeah, that's it. Right, now we want to do some small ones. So these should be 1 3/4, which I've already done the 1 3/4 by 1 3/4. So we're not even wasting all the little pieces.
Excellent.
So there's that one, and then this one, 1 3/4.
We like to be frugal here, don't we, Debbie?
Absolutely, yeah. I love the fact that we can use all these. So we're going to have 2 of those ones. And then for our centerpiece, we're then going to cut, let me just get rid of those little bits. We're going to still use this. So we're using the 2 sheets of the 12 by 12. This one is going to be 7 3/4.
Yeah.
So 7 3/4. Like so, and we're going to just trim that one down to 3 3/4. 3 3/4, and again, just onto that piece there. So that gives us our middle section. So we've done all of these ones. So we're going to pop that to the side. And then these you could just use for other little mats and layers. But I think we've been quite frugal with our papers there. Managed to get everything we need out of them with a little bit extra. Then we're going to bring these ones in. And we're going to cut these ones. We need 2 strips of these to, let me see, 2 by 3 3/4. Actually, oh, we need 2 by 5 3/4, sorry. So 5 3/4. That's the only trouble when there's so many mats and layers, making sure that you've got your mats and layers sorted out.
All right, yeah.
So that's 5 3/4. And then we're going to do these by 1 3/4. And then another one of those, 1 3/4. And I've done it in, and what's nice about this is the measurements are literally based on your 8 by 8, and everything is 2 inches or 4 inches. So it's really easy to come in that half, a quarter of an increment. And then we need to do our 3. So I was writing that. So we're going to do a 3 3/4. Actually, I'm going to do it that way, 3 3/4. And then that will be also 1 3/4. So 1 3/4.
I love the pattern of that paper.
Yeah, it's so nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then 1 3/4. And then we just need 2 small ones, so we're going to do 1 3/4. And then turn that around, and we're going to have that 1 3/4. And then 1 3/4 again. I will quickly recap those just so everyone knows exactly what we have.
Lovely.
And then one more strip, which we've got of this one, and we need this one to be 7 by 3. So I'm going to do the 3 to start with. Oh, that was silly, wasn't it? That's not going to be 3 by 7. That can't be right. 7. Let me just. That's under. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah. It didn't. They looked like it looked too big, if I'm honest, but it's not. So we're all good. So 7 by 3. There we go. Okay, so we'll just quickly recap on all of our sizes here.
Yes.
So your main piece here, this one is your 7 by 3.
Yeah.
Then you've got 2 strips, 1 3/4 by 5. Let me just get my right measurements so I'm not giving you anything. Yes, 1 3/4 by 5 3/4, so 2 of those. And then you've got your 3 3/4 by 1 1/4, 2 of those. And then your 1 3/4 by 1 3/4 and 2 of those.
Lovely.
So that's in your blues. And then in your larger ones here, we've got 4 strips. These ones are done at 7 3/4. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So 7 3/4 by 1 3/4. Then you've got 2 pieces of 5 3/4 by 1 3/4, and then 2 pieces at 1 3/4 by 1 3/4. So
Lovely.
that's all your mats and layers done, and then we can pop them onto our card. So shall we we'll stick them down and then have a quick break, and then we will, are we having a break? I'm saying that, or are we just going through? Yeah, we might as well go through then,
Yeah.
Absolutely. I was just thinking that I couldn't remember, Brent, whether we were having a break or not.
A little breaky break.
Right, so the 2 front pieces, we're going to go with our blue strips. So those 2 longer strips, they're going to be on the front here and here. So we're just going to stick these ones into place.
Debbie, do you think one of the hardest parts of crafting is deciding how to orient the paper to ensure the biggest and best scraps after cutting?
So read that again.
So do you think, so Lisa said she thinks that one of the hardest parts of crafting is deciding how you will like orient the paper to ensure the biggest and the best scraps after cutting.
Right.
Which I get, because there's sometimes when I cut into some cardstock or pattern paper and I'm like, oh, could have used that elsewhere.
Absolutely, yeah, you're absolutely right. Sometimes it is just about having, a lot of it is luck.
Yeah.
A lot of it falls into luck, doesn't it? You suddenly think, oh, I've managed to get all the bits that I need out of that piece of paper. I think the biggest challenge you have, especially with patterns, is which way up the patterns go.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you haven't allowed yourself enough to do like a strip that needs to go the opposite way round, and then it looks odd. So that's it. You do have to constantly think about patterns. With something like this, I don't think you have to think too much about patterns. I mean, if that was to go that way round, I don't think anyone's going to notice that.
No, definitely not.
I mean, you can see because I'm pointing it out, and obviously because it's square, it's okay just to do the same way. But if we was to put it that way, I don't think anyone's going to notice that. But with some patterns, you probably would. Same with these as well. It doesn't matter which way round these go; they're all going to be the same pattern. So we've got patterns here that are okay to use on whatever you need to use them on. But I do think that is a challenge. I'd never thought about that before, but I think you're absolutely right. I think that is quite a challenge to figure out your papers. Yeah, I love that. I love that question.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I can imagine though, yeah, it is hard when you think like you're using a lovely paper pad and it's like, oh, which bit do I want to use? Do I want to accidentally like get rid of this little bit, but I like that bit? Or...
Yeah, you want to make the most out of your papers as well, don't you? I mean, we do spend a lot of money on paper pads.
Yeah.
So we want to make the absolute best use out of them. I do find, and actually now you've come to say it on that question, I do find myself getting a little bit annoyed if I've wasted papers. I don't like waste. Of any sort. I'm really frugal with so many things. Yeah, and I really don't like waste at all. Apart from food, and I must admit I'm a little bit wasteful with food. Not purposely, but if stuff gets left out, see, my owl saves everything.
Does he?
Absolutely everything, yeah. And I daren't throw anything away, Brent, because honestly, he's a bit mental when it comes to food. And he'll suddenly say, like, there'd be like, let's say, beef dripping or something in the side where I'll just throw it away. And he'll be like, where's the beef dripping gone? And I'm like, oh, I didn't know you wanted it, yeah. And he'll keep absolutely everything, yeah. Well, I was going to make that into some stock.
Well, you should have done it sooner, Al.
Yeah, that's what I always say.
Don't leave it sitting around on the kitchen bench.
Or put a note on it. Or don't leave it, because our Teddy will get it anyway.
Oh, yes, of course. Can you reach up to the kitchen counters? I call it a bench. I don't know if anybody else calls it a bench, but...
No, work surface. We call it the worktop, yeah. Yes, he can, Brent. Did I not tell you the story that you got on the side?
I don't think so.
We didn't know he could bound because he is like Tigger.
Yeah.
So he can literally leap from the spot.
Yeah.
And he can get up on top of the work surfaces and on the dining table. He's stopped doing it now, so I think we've managed to train him not to do it.
Yeah.
But Al left 2 whole pieces of cheese on the side. One was brie and the other one was a blue cheese.
Oh.
And when I went in the kitchen, Al had gone golf and I messaged him and said, did you leave cheese on the side because there's 2 wrappers? And it looked like they were sort of all over the place. And I thought, it's not like Al to leave the wrappers on the side. And he went, yeah, I did. And Teddy had eaten them all. So over the last 2 months, we've been having to have blood tests every 2 weeks.
Oh, of course.
Because blue cheese is really
bad,
for them.
yeah.
And his enzymes were up in his liver and his kidneys. So we were really worried. And he'd also had 2 brownies on the side as well.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And I mean, it was milk chocolate, but now we've just had the all clear.
Oh.
So he's okay. But
Good.
honestly, so now we can't leave anything on the side. So my son bought some
definitely not.
flapjacks home the other day, and I'm just like, no, put them away, put them in the cupboard. Like,
Don't leave them out.
Don't leave them out for him.
I mean, at least...
Honestly, he absolutely, he can jump, I would say, from the floor up to about here.
My word.
Yeah, he can jump so high. He'll jump and I literally hold him like that. Yeah, everyone says to me they've never known a dog that can jump that high. And when we come in, because we've got like a glass panel door, he literally jumps up the door. Like,
Does he?
He literally bounds. He's like that up at the top of the door.
Put him in for like...
Never known a dog
Doggy
to
Olympics
jump
high
so
jump,
high.
yeah.
He jumps so high. Right, so what we're doing now, we just want to stick this piece here and then this square because we want it to stick onto this side. So I'm going to measure. So if you hold this in place like so, you'll be able to see exactly where your glue needs to go down. And then that way you can just put your glue on. So whether you're using a wet glue or a tape pen or your red liner tape, that gives you exactly where it needs to be stuck. And then this whole panel needs to be stuck as well.
Nice.
Now we're doing this first before we put our mats and layers in the middle. Yeah, pooches, they can be lovely, but they, but he's very easy to train.
Yeah.
So we're very lucky in that respect that he, as long as we give him food, he'll do anything you want. So
and he's still only young, isn't he? So
he's 8 months now. I can't believe he's 8 months. I don't know where that time's gone, but he is very young. But I love him so much, honestly. He's just...
And you didn't want one, did you?
I didn't want one, no. And I think just because he's such a he loves you so much.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I can't literally go out. I go upstairs to get something. I come down and it's like he hasn't seen me for a week.
Oh, bless him.
I mean, honestly, and you think, why is it? I don't understand. I don't know why I've done that. I've cut these. I've cut 2 extra ones. So just in case anyone's wondering why we've cut these, I don't know why I cut 2 of those. I obviously that was just the blue ones we needed that was there. I mean, you could put them if you wanted a different sort of versatile bit. You could put them. They look a bit like Moroccan tiles, don't they? Right, let's put the other one in here. Yeah, is anybody else's pooch? Do they jump and get up on the side?
Yeah, let us know. What is the name of this card shape?
I have no idea.
No idea. Alison was asking, because she missed the start of the demo, is it a double Z-fold card?
Well, I suppose you could, because it is so I made this up a while ago.
Yeah.
I made up a smaller version, which I did, and it took me a while because I was thinking, how can you make? So I did call it a double Z-fold card then.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they're probably out there somewhere. What?
Called me Ben again.
Oh, did I?
Dolly.
I can't believe I keep calling you Ben. I've not done that before, have I?
Till today.
Till today. I've done this. Oh, no, that is good. I'm thinking, I've done this the wrong way. Sorry. So I'm going to stop talking and concentrate on what I'm doing.
Yeah, sorry, I'm distracting you.
Yeah, sorry, Ben.
Oh!
I did that one on purpose. I'm sorry.
Shocking.
I didn't realise I called you Ben.
Well, just while you're sticking them down there, then we've got a few more hellos, good afternoons and good mornings. So Shirley's joining us. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon to you, Shirley. I don't know if this is how you would say the name, but ASHC, Ash. Ash C. Ash C said, whoops,
Ashty.
late again. All right, don't you worry, you can go back and watch us from the start. Lois said, oh, thank you for answering the question. It was just hard to judge from watching regarding the size of the card that we were using there. And Jen is in with us. Hello, everyone. A little bit late today. That's fine. Don't you worry. It's a Wednesday. We've got a lovely, easy rest of the afternoon. You take your time. You take your time. We do also have a joke in from our Jane Adams, but I'm going to wait until the end of the show for that one.
That is early. You're early today, yes.
But yeah, I'll wait till the end of the show before I...
But there we go, look at that. How easy is that card to put together? Once you've got your measurements for it, it folds to an 8x8, which is amazing. And then it gives you just a really unusual card. So we've got our middle section here, which we're going to place that down. So I've done that based on those measurements. This will be your middle section to put in the centre. And then we're going to do our sentiments. So we'll stick this together. We've got our sentiments to do, and we've got our swan to put together. So let's get our swan now put together. Just wanted to make sure that you had your card all done, so then we can get to grips with our swan, who is nice and easy to do. So if you haven't, I mean, let us know if you've got the collection and you've not used the swan yet. This might be the first time that you are using it. It is the sort of the masterpiece of this collection.
Oh, it is, absolutely.
Swans are beautiful, aren't they?
They are beautiful, but they're very scary.
I think they're scary when they, because they hiss, don't they, as well?
Like big style.
Yeah, I think they can be quite intimidating if they go up against you.
Have you ever been to Hardwick Park when you've been up here?
Been to where?
Hardwick Park.
No.
So there's a gorgeous park. Maybe it's about a 20-minute drive from here. And they've got loads of swans, they've got loads of geese there, loads of ducks. Any wildlife you can think of is basically there. And I sometimes go for a run around there, Debbie.
Oh,
and
okay.
my word, if the swans are about, it's like dodging because they snap.
Oh.
They proper go for you.
Wow. What, even if you're not a threat to them?
Yeah, I don't know if it's because I'm running. They probably might think, oh, who's this person running at me?
Right.
So if I do see them, I always try and like move away, go on the other side of the path.
Yeah, we have them literally, I live on the river. Well, I don't live on the riverbank. I live, like, our house, our street is right next to the riverbank. So we're very lucky, have some amazing walks. Although I've started we have the Priory, which is all the old Flint, sort of where the old Priory is.
Right.
And it's huge. But it's... I take Teddy in there for a walk and I let him off the lead, but he forgets and he runs and jumps, but he then jumps and sometimes the jump over the top is quite a long way down.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm so worried. I said to Alfie, I'm going to have to stop taking him because I'm really worried he's going to hurt himself. Yeah,
I know, yeah, because once he jumps up, he'll only be able to see it then, won't he?
And he literally just jumped, and he don't care. He's got no fear whatsoever, no fear at all. Right, a little tip here as well, Brent, because if you've had to think then, terrible. So these, because can you see they've got all these lines in them? So these are like stencil dies, but also they're embossing dies.
Yeah.
Now, what you would have to do normally is when you take them out, put your rubber mat in and then emboss them. To save the time on that, just grab yourself a piece of cardstock and put a piece of cardstock over the top. So if you do that, that will emboss them at the same time and then you won't need to use your rubber mat. So it's just a bit of a cheap way, really. So we're going to run that through to get those pieces, and then we're also going to run back through and use that vellum. So I'm using that beautiful star blue because that's just going to match in with what our swan is as well.
Lovely. I used a bit of kitchen roll last night.
Kitchen roll?
Yeah, a bit of kitchen roll to emboss me and Sarah.
Oh, okay,
through
nice.
the mini, I think it was.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
that's a good idea. But you can see, look, can you see how much it puts pressure down on there? Just about sort of, there we go, if I do it that way, you can see it picks up all those pieces. So it actually embosses and pushes those pieces through.
Nice.
So just a piece of card. And then also, while that is all still there, I'm just going to bring in a baby blue. So I didn't put this on the list, so apologies. But if you just bring in a baby blue, we're just going to ink through those and use this literally. Well, this one is, it's got a pigment ink pad on it, so that's okay. Just give it a bit more of a lighter blue than I actually wanted. So just going to go through all of those ones.
Alison said, just to make you feel a bit better, Debbie, I often call my husband Mark, Ben, and then my son Ben, Mark.
Oh, okay.
It gets very confusing. I know, yeah.
Yeah, I've not done that before. Yeah, it's very easy. I was like that with the kids when they were growing up. I was always, I'd call like Poppy Kyra and Kyra Poppy. And all right, so let's take all those ones off, like so. So you can see we've just got that really unique colour running through that now. So take that one off, like so. So we've got all our pieces there, and then all I want to do is just to bring this in, and then we're just going to place those back down as well. And then what I will do is just give these, I'm not sure, oh, there is some whites. Good old Jamie went and got some whites.
Oh, did he get some?
Yes. And then told me to hide them. So let me just give these a wipe. And just dry those off so we've not got wet everywhere. There we go. So I'm going to pop those there. Let's do, there we go. Just from being quite frugal with my vellum there. So I'd already used half of this 8x8 vellum, so you'd get 2 lots out of this. And then we're going to run those ones through. Yeah, I'm really shocked how quick the day's gone today. When you were saying, I was like, we've already done 2 shows. This is the 3rd show. It's gone like just so quickly.
They've been, to be fair, they've been nice because, well, that launch day, the relaunch day, that went like that.
If someone said to me, how long was it? I'd go half an hour. It really didn't feel like an hour at all. Yeah, it went very, very quickly. So this was Ben's idea, cutting these out of vellum.
Yes,
and I just thought it was such a nice way to do it that I thought we would do it again. So I'm going to use my pokey tool, and we're just going to use these to give a little bit of fluffing. So just like so, and then just on the ends. And this will give like texture. I mean, obviously the thing is when you're doing anything like this is that you're going to have this flattened if you're sending it in the post. So don't worry too much if you're not going to be using it as it normally is. And then all I'm going to do with that same one, just going to go around the edges.
Yeah.
And add a little bit of blue. So just using those, that's just going to tone that all in, not make our swan look so flat, although he won't look flat once we've got all his feathers and we've done his beak and eyes. I love how simplified we've done this swan. I don't even know if there's ever been a swan die out there that I've seen like this before. I think it's so beautiful.
Have we done swans before?
No, I don't think we have. No, and I can't remember ever seeing a die. Then we've got these other pieces. Now, we've got 2 lots, so just check which ones you need. So I'm pretty sure it's this one, because you've got one to do the opposite side as well. So, yep, so that's going to cut that one out and this one into there. So I've just got a piece of orange and black cardstock.
Nice.
So we're just going to do that in the orange and that in the black. And I love what I mean by simplified. I love the fact that we've got these 2 and let me just grab my Gemini Mini. You've just got 2 dies that make his facial features, and I think that's really brilliant because your eyes on this as well as the actual beak, and then you've got your the orange of the beak as well. So we're just going to literally run those through. So nice and easy. And quick.
I know, be quick. The show's flying over again.
It's really flying over, yeah. I'm really pleased we got the card done, so which is good. And then all we're going to do is glue these together. So let me find my little dotty. I'm just going to place this onto here. If you've got a wet glue, then you can use your wet glue. So turn that around. That will go right onto the end piece, like so. And then we'll do this one.
Do you like doing the hour-long craft-alongs, Debbie? Because we used to do them for 2 hours, didn't we?
It used to be 2 hours, yeah. No, I do quite like it, actually. I think, obviously, with a 2 hour, you can obviously get bigger projects done.
Yes.
But I actually quite like an hour long. I think it's enough because people can pause and slow it down.
True.
And, I think crafting along sometimes is not always ideal for some people for 1 hour. But yeah, I think it's quite a nice time to craft for, and a nice time for people to just pause and make sure that they've got their markings, their workings, whatever they're cutting out done. Right, now we're going to pop these over the top, but we're going to slightly offset them. And then what we're going to do is just use our tape pens, pop them down. Tape pens are brilliant because they don't show any of your workings with the vellums. So I love that. And then we're also going to use the other ones to go around the back. So let's do that one onto there. And again, we're just going to slightly offset these so they're not exactly in the same way, and that will give you an even more sort of fanned effect. And then this one.
So you haven't stuck them all the way down, have you? Just
well, I've said, so I haven't, can you see, like we've got them in between, so I haven't stuck them, sorry, you can't really see like that, there you go, so you can see they go through the middle, so I haven't put them so they're, if we was to, we could, I mean you could put them down like that, but then you're going to lose the effect of them, where if you go slightly that way, you're just going to get a more fanned effect. And you don't even need to really ink through them, but I quite like that look of being inked through. So, and then our last one there, onto the top, like so.
Jean Marie has said, gorgeous edition of the vellum. It is indeed.
Yes, I do love it. I thought that was a really good idea.
Was it you and Ben on the show when he decided it?
It was Ben that come up with it. I mean, I wish I had, I'm going to be honest, because as soon as he said it, I was like, yeah, that's going to work really well. Yeah, he wouldn't let me forget it after that, so he was like, yeah, because Ben always comes up with the best ideas. I love the way Jamie said that. Jamie's like, he was on one that day.
Came up with, did he come up with a load of ideas that day?
I think we want this one, that's the one. Got the wrong one there. I shouldn't have done that then. We've put the wrong one on. So I'm going to take these off, because these ones go on the opposite side, yes. Oh, but actually, yeah, so we're going to stick them this way.
Yeah.
So let's pop that on there, like so. Yeah, these are just filling sort of gaps here, so we're going to place that one up here, like so. Then this one, that's it.
Jackie's just sent a comment through saying, I call my daughter Sophie sometimes. Sophie is the dog.
I love that. That's so funny.
It is funny. I think now, like, I know for a fact when my mum's trying to talk to me, because she always is either shouting up the stairs in a squawky voice, and it's Tommy, Finn, Daniel, Brent. I'm like, what? What do you want?
Too many names. Is your dogs boys or girls?
No, they're my nephews.
Oh. But you've got a dog, haven't you?
No, I don't.
I thought you had a dog.
No, so my brother, our Adam's got a flat coat retriever called Sash, and my brother has a boxer that's called Dave.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought you had a dog. I don't know why. Did you used to?
Yeah, but never when you knew me.
Ah, okay.
It was when we had to get her put down when I was in uni, so that was like 2017, 18, I think.
Aww.
But she had a good life. I think she was Was she 14-year-old? Yeah, 14-year-old. We rescued her from Dogs Trust.
Oh, that's so cute. Right, so we've got our swan, we've got our card. Now, what I have already done is I have stamped out the sentiments just to save time. So apologies for going ahead and already doing this, but I do want to use our nesting dies to cut them out. So I like to try and get everything done in the hour, but I did think just in case I'd have them done. And we're going to be using these nesting dies. So I want to make sure. There we go, I'm going to use these ones here. So I'm not using the two largest ones. You'll find these on Shop the Day as well. So we're going to use these to cut out this one and this one. Or did I use the bigger? No, I think we can just about do that one. I didn't want it too big. I wanted to make sure that we could cut those out. So let's use low tack tape. And we're just going to place that onto here. And onto that one. So I'm just making sure that we get all of that sentiment in. So I can see that we've got that there. Pop that on there and then we can run that one through.
Do you ever struggle to pick a sentiment?
You what, sorry?
Do you ever struggle to choose between two sentiments? If you just want the one, like, oh, which one do I go for? What do I
never actually. I think we do really good sentiments.
True.
I think we're really good. Like, we're proper hot on sentiments.
Yeah.
I think we've got a sentiment for everything. And I have a box with all the sentiments that I use the most of. And yeah, I think we can always find it. And I love that. What I really love, Brent, is that we do sentiments that we can use together, because I'm using both of these.
True.
So I love Have a Beautiful Day and With Love. I just feel like it's just such a nice card to be able to send to somebody. So then I'm going to use the bigger one that we used on this one, but on the black. So we're just going to cut a black one out as well, because we only need one matten layer. So I'm going to pop those through. Then we're going to grab our... I wish I didn't look at that, because I looked at it and then I was like, I can never pronounce it when I look at it. Ephemera. Ephemera. I know it's ephemera. That's the thing. It's like ridiculous. But then I look at the word and think that doesn't look right. So what is it called?
Ephemera.
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 Right, so this one is going to go onto here. So, but what we're going to do is, these are going to go on our card. Let's bring these in, bring in our card. And then we're going to just bring some of these in. Because what I want to do is use some of these leaves, but we're going to use them underneath. So like this one here, I'm going to use underneath here, like so. So we're going to actually, that always makes me laugh. My watch has just come up, time to stand. I mean, does it not know that I've been on my feet for the last, well, all day? Always makes me laugh.
I'm surprised mine's not telling me to stand.
I'm like, are you joking? I've stood on my feet all day. So let's
actually, saying that, I've just checked my watch. I'm 10 hours out of 8 hours, so I'm over my goal for standing.
Oh, well done.
I don't know how I've done that.
I think because I stand so much, it just thinks I'm sat down. It doesn't know the difference.
Your standing heart rate is your sitting down heart rate.
I've definitely been getting my steps in, that's for sure, walking Teddy.
Oh, yeah.
Right, so we're going to pop that on there. So yeah, your ephemera is brilliant for using like under things like this. It just looks really effective. So this one we're going to place onto here. And then our other one, we're just going to use some other piece. I wanted, I think, is it that one? There's that one. I've got that one. You can put whatever you want under there. So we're going to just use that one to go around here. So I'm going to put a little leaf, yes, so let's just pop a little bit round here. And then we'll use that one. I think I'm going to do it that way. And then put a little bit
Have a beautiful day.
Like so. I don't think we need any more around there, but I mean, you can build that up however you want it. Let's leave that one. Let's pop these pieces away. I love the fact that you get so many in here.
I know, there's loads, isn't there?
Yeah,
How many's
so
actually,
many.
what does it say on the packaging?
Ephemera. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. No, I know what you meant. 84 pieces.
84.
Yeah, 84. So you get loads on there. And then all I'm going to do with that one is put some foam pads on the back of there. Oh, we could have stamped them. We've got longer than I thought. Longer than I thought. So let's just pop this one, a few little pieces onto there. I'm just going to pop that there so that one doesn't come off. There, that will do. And I'm actually thinking, like, especially if you was to make like a envelope box, maybe with your new scoreboard, you could actually use some of those quilling flowers on this.
Oh,
they would
yes.
be amazing, like, especially if you quilled them. Did you just have a hiccup
I did have a hiccup,
That's
yeah.
really funny. You've got it all in you today, haven't you, Brent? I'm going to make Brent go very red now.
Uh-oh.
Brent thought he was letting out a little pop earlier. And
Debbie!
me and Johnny sat on
Debbie Fisher!
It's very funny.
Oh my word!
It was hilarious. It's very
It
funny.
was funny, like. I got a shock. I didn't think it was going to be that loud.
We know, we can tell by the shock and look on your face. Oh dear. That was very funny. Well, it's not like we don't all have a little bit of wind,
Exactly.
is it? And it is funny, isn't it? I mean,
is.
honestly, it's so funny. There we go, look at that. So let's just pop those to the side and bring that one round so we can see. And there you go. There is your double Z-fold card with your beautiful swan.
Absolutely beautiful. Thank you for taking us through that there, Debbie. I love that. Let us know if you were crafting along and send in your photos because I don't know if we'll be able to, but I'm just going to say the executive decision, Johnny, that we could show them in the final show. Yeah, beautiful. So if you did craft along, do send us your photos in. studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk using the Wildwood Whimsy collection. Do you want us to run back through the collection, Johnny? Yeah, come on then. So starting off in your Wildwood Whimsy collection, it is sold out in the US, so this is the UK only price, platinum price of £72. But we do still have some individuals on the US site there. So this is your small petals and leaves washi tape. You've then got your large petals and leaves washi tape as well. You've got your swan, elegant swan die that our Debs has just used. And then this is board number 1 of the ephemera. And board number 2 of the ephemera. If only you could hear what's going on in my ear and on the other side of the studio right now, everybody watching from home.
I'm sorry, I feel really bad that I've outed you now. But,
oh, don't feel bad. I'm not bothered.
Funny.
I outed myself, really, didn't I? Just
yes,
fell out.
Did.
Oh my word. You're also getting some stamps in this collection, and these are your forest animals. You're getting your sentiments in there as well. She's lost it, she's gone. You're getting your foliage wreath die set in there, and you are also getting your wood grain 3D embossing folder. And last but not least, of course, your 12x12 Wildwood Whimsy 36-piece double-sided 12x12 paper pad. So again, platinum price of £72 in the UK, or you can grab them as individuals over in the US. Again, that show has absolutely flown over. We will be back in an hour's time for Beautiful Beginnings, and it is going to be all to do with scrapbooking. So do come back and join us. I've printed some of my cruise pictures out, so I'm going to set up a little station over here. And then, yeah, we'll be crafting together, but on a Beautiful Beginnings show. So, yes, come back and join us. And we might even see if Debbie wants to show us the Dolly Parton picture that AI created of her. Yeah, Debbie.
I suppose it's only fair as I outed you earlier.
Yeah, you did. Thank you all for joining us. As I said, we'll be back in an hour. Come and join us on the socials. Big thank you to Jan, Johnny and director Jamie. We will see you very, very soon. Bye.